Hey everyone, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome to the next episode of Artsmartt Chef Life. Today, what are we going to be cooking? We're going to be cooking a good old-fashioned treat from Ghana. It's called an egg ball. I'm going to be using cassava. Some people use potatoes, but I'm using cassava. I'm going to make a chutney too, a mango chutney, or what we call back home a sour, but it's actually a chutney. So I'm going to run you through a list of the ingredients what you need to have to make it happen. First and foremost, I'm using onions, scallions, garlic, ginger, a little bit of pepper, hot pepper, that Scotch bonnet pepper there, some butter, quarter teaspoon of salt, bouillon. I like to add a little celery to it. Gives it a different flavor. But you can play around with it. It's yours, you know. You're the one that's consuming it, so you ought to know what you're putting in your body. All right? I also have a little bit of cumin. And that there is some flour. I'm going to show you step by step what I'm doing. Not just regular flour I'm using rice flour. Other people like to use the regular wheat flour, but I'm taking care of myself, so I'm using rice flour. All right? So let's get cooking and let's get going, all right? All right, so what I have already did was I pre-made a set of yuca in advance. So I'm just going to show you the steps to move this on further and quickly. My next move now, I have the yuca here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to mash it up like mashed potatoes, basically. And I'm going to take out the stem that's in the middle of the yuca. You want to take out the stems because that's not going to digest properly or eat properly. Not going to be good eat. So just break it up, mash it up, get you a masher, start mashing up the yuca, and get those stems out of there. All right? So you're going to boil your eggs in the meantime, and you're going to take out your stems. So we're finished with the mashing of the yuca. So the next step is to go ahead and take the seasonings such as the scallions, the ginger, some of the ginger, the pepper, the bouillon, the butter, put it in one container and you mix that all together. Nice and smooth, even distribution. Then we're going to move on to the next step, which will be shelling the eggs and stuffing it inside of the yuca. So we're going to continue on. As you see, I still have my scallions, some of the scallions left back. My ginger there. Excuse me. All right. We have garlic left, onions, mango, some of the ginger and some of the pepper. We're going to use that to make our chutney. All right. And we also have the turmeric right there sitting. So we're going to continue on. All right. So we're on to the mango chutney. I already set up the eggs that was boiled. I shelled them already, as you can see. I'm letting them stay cool in the water. I have my yuca seasoned and ready to go, but I wanted to start doing the chutney because it's going to take a little while. So what you're going to do, you're going to add your seasonings, your garlic, your ginger, your peppers. You're going to add that all because it's all going to boil down to a syrup. Onions in there, some onions in there. Add the mango. Alright, my mango is kind of sweet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a half a teaspoon of ginger. No, I'm sorry, not ginger. Lemon juice, 100% lemon juice. And I'm going to put it in the chutney because I want it to have a little bit of a tang to it. I like my chutney with a little bit of tang. So I'm just going to add the water right there and let that boil up. And that mango is going to be nothing but puree with the rest of the seasonings that I got in there. And I'm going to add the cumin also and honey. Because I don't use sugar, I'll be using a tablespoon of honey. And that's going to be the final recipe for the chutney. So you just got to keep on going, all right? Also, I wanted to show you that I have a deep fryer. My deep fryer, I just set it to 350. Warm up the oil one time, get it prepared for the egg ball. So if you don't have a deep fryer, you can also use a deep pot. I usually use a wok before I bought the deep fryer. This deep fryer, I've used it a couple of times. It's very good. But yeah, like I said, if you don't have a deep fryer, don't go out and buy you a deep fryer. I use my deep fryer for other uses and purposes too. So what you can do is just get you a deep pot like that one right there. Pour some oil in it, or you can use a wok. I would recommend definitely using a wok because it has a deep base and you can use less oil. All right, and you can get to frying. All right, so stick with me and we're going to go through. All right, so we're going to continue on to making the egg ball. So what I did, I wanted to show you guys a little technique I learned along the way too. What I do, I put on a glove from time to time to show you if you don't want to use your bare hands and get all that starch and the yuca all there and use a glove. But what I do, I put a little bit of oil in there and that will keep the yuca from sticking to my hands. Now, I usually put it like this in a patty kind of form. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is take one of the eggs and put it inside of this and then fold it into a ball. Make it into a nice circle. Then I'll put it into the flour over here that I keep my, like I said, I keep the store bags. Just for that simple purpose of flouring, and I don't have to contaminate anything else. I can just throw that out when I'm finished. So it's always good to keep those little store bags that you're using for your fruits. And you can see my chutney is boiling right now, which is perfect. Alright, so just remember, a little bit of oil on your hands if you don't mind getting your hands messy, or you could just use your food serving gloves like I usually do. And go ahead and keep going. This is the result, what you're going for. Just put the egg in there and just turn it. You could turn it into a ball like this, or just go along with the egg shape. And your next step, put in the flour like that, shake it up, and you're good to go. And that's it. You just continue doing the same thing all through the steps, all right? So we are here with the next step, which is we already floured it. Just a light coating of flour, as you can see. And we're about to just go ahead and put it into the deep fryer. Let them fry up golden brown with a little crust on it, and you're good to go. What I did with my excess, I made it into a ball, but what I put inside, I put a little feta cheese inside just to play around to see how it comes out, you know? So when you have excess ingredients, just play around, do something different. Try something different. You never know, it might be a hit, you know? So that's what I do with my food. I play around, learn new things. So be encouraged to learn new things too also, all right, people? So we got the chutney still going there, and we're going to keep going. Alright folks, this is my mango chutney with egg ball, or egg ball with mango chutney. It's so delicious, man. I wish you guys were here to taste this. Just remember the first rule we always have, the only rule we have. When you're cooking, always cook with love, alright people? And I gotta say, damn, I did this one, yo. It tastes so good. Oh man, my family would be proud of me on this one. This is delicious. But I'll have some coming to you soon. Don't worry about anything, people. Just remember, always cook with love. That's the golden rule. If you're not cooking with love, you're not cooking with anything. That's our #1 ingredient, people. Love. Stay blessed. Have an excellent day.